Alright, let's start with this question. Have you ever looked at your risks register and wondered, which of these risks should I actually worry about first? If that is the case, today's video is for you. In today's video, we'll be talking more about how to use predictive analytics in order to assess some of those risks. And don't worry, the name might sound scary, but let's just think about it in this way. Instead of you guessing which risks might hit your project, predictive analytics use data, statistics, and machine language model to forecast which of those risks are most likely to happen. In the previous video, we talked about how AI can help with risk identification. But today, we are taking it even a step further by assessing those risks identified. My name is Ada. Welcome to my channel, and hey, if you're excited about how AI is transforming project management world, go ahead and subscribe so that you don't miss out on what's coming next. These models usually do help us answer two big questions. The first question is, how likely is this risk to occur? The second one is, if it does occur, how big will the impact be? Once you have those predictions, everything becomes clearer for you as a project manager. You can prioritize your risk, plan your mitigation strategies, and make decisions that don't feel like guesswork, but more like strategy. In our prompt 1, we did ask AI to identify those risks. The risk has been identified. If you haven't watched the video, please feel free to go to my previous video and watch the risk identification. In this video, we'll be focusing on the risk assessment. The prompt we built is with potential risks identified for Project Nova. As an experienced project manager, use predictive analytics to assess the likelihood and impact of the risk. Apply the predictive analytic formula across all identified risks and consolidate them into a scoring table. So what we're telling AI is that we want AI to act as an experienced project manager using those predictive analytics to assess the risks that has been identified, assess the likelihood and the impact of it. As we all know, for anything that has to do with AI, you have to have data, and those data has to be accurate. So what we did was that we went through our historical information and those benchmarks, and we gathered the likelihood and the impact of it. For data cleansing, we already know that for every migration, there's a likelihood of it happening 100%. For benchmark, industrial benchmark, the industrial benchmark has already cited 50% of it. We also did that for legacy POS, whereby we have a benchmark of an average of 25%. Knowledge gap is also historical information that we have is the likelihood is 85%, industrial benchmark is 50%. We also had the same information for timeline constraints. We got information for budget allocation, change management, whereby we got the historical and the industrial benchmark. We also got same for scope creep, team experience. For team experience, we got the likelihood and also the impact. One last thing we did is just that because we want the AI to get us an accurate data, we needed to feed it with the formula. So we provided AI with the likelihood formula, which is percentage of the benchmark plus the percentage of the historical information divided by 2. We also got kind of a impact scoring table whereby we told AI that if its less than anything less than 0.2 million, we should have it as very low. Anything within 0.2 million to like 0.1 million or less than 1 month delay, it should be low. We also got for the moderate, high, and critical also there, so that AI can use those information in order for it to be able to score those likelihood and impact for us. Then we also provided a formula for overall risk score, which is the likelihood multiplied by the impact. The next step we're going to do is that we're going to input this information into AI, and we'll be using it to calculate those likelihood prompt. And the information that we built, we posted it on Copilot, and Copilot built a comprehensive likelihood and impact for us. What Copilot did is that Copilot provided us a risk assessment scoring table using the information we provided. We'll be starting up with the data cleansing. The data cleansing, the historical percentage is 100, benchmark is 50, found the likelihood, which is adding both the historical and benchmark divided by 2, which is 75%. The impact it showed was because it was greater than 1 million delay impact historically. Then it now found the overall risk score or ORS, which is 75% of the 4, which would be 3 points. That's the same way it did for the legacy POS information, knowledge gap, time constraint, budget allocation, change management, scope creep, and team experience. So with this information it got, it summarized for me the scoring from the highest to the lowest. The highest being the knowledge gap, then the data cleansing, change management, and then the fourth one is the time constraint. So with this information, can be looking at my risks register and be saying, what risks do I need to worry about first? The first risk I need to worry about will be the knowledge gap. Then it also gave me an executive interpretation. So what it provided me over here was just kind of an executive summary of what I need to. My name is Ada. Thank you for joining, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.